Revelations chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Harakah Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the hopeful elect. Revelation 13:10. Again, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So who led the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans into slavery, into hardcore bondage? Into captivity by the way of cargo slave ships, the so-called white man, Esau Edom. That's who. He packed us on them ships like sardines. And when we got to this land in the Americas, we were sold unto our enemies, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and all of these other heathen nations that took crafty counsel against the children of Israel to keep us from being a nation, according to Psalms 83. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So who killed over 200 million Native Americans by the way of the sword? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That's who. That's how we got this land. He says they cover fields and take them by violence. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And who are the saints? The Israelites, whose blood have been shed by the way of the sword. That's how the so-called white man has got this land, America, this bloody city. And that's why the Lord said this. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Woe meaning destruction, because that is what's coming to America. A lot of death and destruction. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery, because that's how this place flourishes. That's off lies. That's how it was built up. It says it's all full of lies and robbery. So this place was basically founded on rape, robbery, and murder. The prey departeth not. Who's the prey? We are. Yasharallah, princess of the power. All right. The children of Israel are the prey. Because it tells you that Esau blessing was the sword, and with his sword, it says that he was a cunning hunter. He was a hunter. All right? Who do you know how to hunt better than the so-called white man? That's what he does. And no other nation have preyed upon the children of Israel better than the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Because they are the hunters and we are the prey. And it says the prey departeth not. So we are still here in the land of our captivity, aka America. We're still being trodden down underfoot, persecuted, We're still being killed. We're still being put to death on every side, man. Our blood is still being spilled here on this land that was taken by violence. But it's going to be payback. Because remember, the scripture tells you that he that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So this is what we're patiently waiting for. You spilled the blood of the Israelites and defiled this land. So the scripture tells you that the only way that this land can be cleansed. Let me get that. Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that's what's coming to Esau Edom. A lot of bloodshed. That is the only way this land can be cleansed. But by the blood of him that shed it. Ezekiel 35. It says, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see? So that's what's coming into you, man. Payback. Because you love blood. You love blood so much to the point to where you even like your own food bloody. Your bloody meat. So you like the smell of blood. You like the taste of blood. You like to bathe in blood. And so that's what's coming. The blood shall pursue thee. So Obadiah chapter 1 verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So basically, Esau, you are going into slavery. And we're going to possess you, all of your land. We're going to possess all of your possessions, all of your resources, all of your women, all of your children, everything. We get everything. That's the destination for the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the final destination, slavery. So get ready for slavery, Esau. Call halal Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai, Bashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim of the Great Millstone. Wa Akwat, DTA Wa Abba Shalom.